Well, for the record, I need to state that I am a hardcore addict of you on CNN. I watch every night, and I DVR Rachel Maddow. I just can't get enough of you with the Trump whack pack, like true believer Kayleigh McEnany, Jeffrey Reagan Lord, and of course, former Congressman Jack Kingston, too. It's truly must-see TV, so how exhausted are you after your shift? How many total martinis does it take to regain your sanity?
I'm not a big drinker. I do have a couple glasses of wine usually, and I like to binge watch Narcos to calm me down.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, so...
But I mean, it's interesting. I mean, they, I sometimes I don't know, I can't tell, with a lot of panelists, and it's like this with some Democratic surrogates as well, if they really believe everything they're saying, or are they just kind of spouting the party line. But I do notice, particularly with a lot of the Trump surrogates, I think there's my sense is there's a fear that if they say something that Donald Trump doesn't like, because they think he's watching, and very well probably he is, that he's going to get annoyed at them. So I've noticed the Trump surrogates seem to, defend without ever saying anything critical, which I find frustrating, but because I think if you're a surrogate, you should, I think it only adds to your legitimacy if you're not defending everything, because obviously, not everything somebody does is right, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat.
Right, for sure. We're discussing cognitive dissonance on this show, but I don't know what the accurate assessment of the hardcore followers is. It's just kind of boggles your mind, but...
Spud, if I may, don't put Anderson on the spot here with your snide remarks about our current commander-in-chief. That puts him in an uncomfortable position. He must remain neutral.
Hey, Anderson, just a second, as I'm being interrupted here. What are you whining about?
Well, how many times have I had to remind you that Donald Trump is... #still our president, So please don't question everything he does. His supporters listening are probably about ready to unleash a massive Twitter attack against you.
God, that would be so cool. Maybe then people would know who I am.
Well, and you can't ask Anderson how many cocktails he consumes in his private life after work. Well, that's not an appropriate question, and it's an invasion of his privacy.
Well, excuse me, but I am a talk show host, so I have to ask at least a couple personal questions. People like to know that kind of stuff. I would have no problem if he asked me how many bottles of Pepto-Bismol I consume each week. I mean, I wouldn't tell him the real total, but I would respond with something. I mean, when I say the actual number, it always freaks people out.
Yeah, well, I'm amazed Anderson's still on the line with you, Spud. Try and be a little bit more professional.
Well, excuse me. Why don't you, try and control your annoying sanctimonious attitude and let me finish this thing up, okay?
All right.
Anyway, I know you can't take a position, but, me personally, it's such an entertaining thing to watch this thing go down, what we're all witnessing as Americans. I feel so guilty, but I really need to go out and do a march or something to ease my shame. I can't be the only one that feels that way, but anyway.